If you weren't up to date yet, Prior Extinction is planning to add genetics to Recode, where I was now planning and trying to propose some genetic traits for them to take inspiration from. And of course, you can always watch part 1 if you haven't yet. And to repeat myself, these are just my ideas and inspired from the Discord channel and not entirely official. Resuming to our list, next up, we have postural balance. Quite understandable since it would just improve the equilibrium which prevent your dinosaur from being knocked down easily. I don't know how much knocking down someone's dinosaur will be on Recode, but this will be a very good genetic trait anyways. Since fall damage is now coming back to Recode, skeletal reinforcement. A very unique genetic trait where it increases your bone density and durability. This is very useful especially for pterosaurs who keep falling down from the ground if you lose stamina from flying. This would also help your other dinosaurs increase in bone density, could be leaning in for combat, and even giving you less damage from falling from ledges and cliffs. Next up, we have Virulence Endurance. Infection from a carnivore's bite lingers longer, where the bacteria remain active in wounds from your prey, extending the prey's suffering and reducing their recovery chances. I don't know how the new infection TLC will work, but I hope that the bacteria bar, which is present in most infectionist dinosaurs like Torvosaurus, Saurophagnax, and the like, I hope they would give it like a well-being kind of stat where you have to maintain it for the rest of your lifespan. This could also help your chances of hunting something effectively increase because now you have more availability with your bacteria bite, and this could last much longer. Unlike in the current state of the game in the legacy branch, where you have to find another rotten corpse again to fill up your bacteria bar if ever you log out to the menu or restart. Now we head to senses and awareness. One genetic trait I would like to see it add is selective olfaction. To effectively explain it is where you have to track your preferred food, or it exclusively highlights what preferred food you are tracking. So with the upcoming scent TLC, you could see that the footprints glow yellow. Maybe, and just maybe, if they still retain the old system for nutrition, we can have it where you could selectively see, like for example, where it highlights in blue or green, it is your preferred food. So it would help you not waste time by tracking something that doesn't really contribute to your nutrition, rather than going effectively for the preferred food that you need. So you would save up time and not waste any, especially when you are growing some younglings or hatchlings in your pack. For herbivore mains, don't panic, because I have a solution or a genetic trait to combat that one. We have scent masking, which by the name itself, mask your scent, making you much more difficult to track down by your predators. So this would be a genetic trait maybe exclusive for herbivores or prey alike, or lower tiers and mid-tier dinosaurs and playables. There could also be an option where this scent masking would slowly diminish by your age, so that adult dinosaurs would no longer have this genetic trait, but only for the young ones, like from juvenile to teen stages. Well, for both carnivores and herbivores, this can definitely be used by both. Auditory acuity. So, this is very simple, where it heightened your hearing senses to sharpen your environmental awareness. This would be for all of your threats and your predators that might hunt you down. So this would be like a sixth sense for some people, but maybe some dinosaurs could have this as a passive or just a natural ability, such as walking prey like Centaurosaurus and Tinontosaurus, which are very easily captured and killed by most predators. And last, for the awareness and senses category, we have weather sensitivity, where your dinosaur can automatically anticipate which weather type or which weather phenomenon will occur next right when you use it. Because some dinosaurs or playables are just very sensitive to weather changes, such as temperate dinosaurs like Suchomimus not able to go to very cold biomes in the night, or even in the day when it gets foggy or rainy. So this could be very helpful for those type of players and dinosaurs, both temperate and the ones based off in the cold regions, to anticipate when they will have to get out of that specific biome for their safety. Last genetic traits category is we will have for environmental mobility, starting off with swimming adaptation, where your playable will have better locomotion when swimming, or maybe an option where you can either choose faster swimming or conserving more stamina when swimming through rough waters. But let's just take note that to provide fairness and proper balance, semi-aquatics still will have the edge when you're swimming one with this adaptation or this genetic trait, because semi-aquatics are just built that way. Swimming adaptation, and now terrain adaptation. Opposite to swimming adaptation, this would enhance your limb strength and balance to improve your speed and agility on slopes or rocky terrain, which I assume they will have a new system where if you go climb to a slope, you still walk or run slower rather than running down or being compared with. So this will be a very cool adaptation for those semi-aquatics having this as a challenge. We're done with water, land, and now with air. Aerial endurance. Currently, pterosaurs or the Quetzalcoatlus in the testing branch doesn't regain stamina while flying, well obviously. But hopefully, maybe when gliding, they would regain a bit of stamina to remain in the air much longer. Although this might change, but this would be a very cool genetic trait, exclusive and unique for all the pterosaurs, to be added in the Recode branch. That concludes my video for genetics traits part 2 that I want to be added when Recode comes out. Although again, these are not official, but just a few suggestions that I made for fun. So, which ones are your favorite? Which genetic trait are you most excited for? Until next time!